Hello everyone and welcome to Cinderful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the Grey. Today's video we're going to start collecting Warhammer the Horus Heresy, and today we're taking a look at the Salamanders Legion. Now in this video we're going to go through the special rule for the Salamanders Legion before we look at a couple of units to get started with for this faction. We'll then look at some other units we can use to expand upon the first couple of initial purchases, and finally finish off the video with a little sample arm list of 1,000 points for you to use, hopefully as some inspiration for starting your own force of the Salamanders in Warhammer the Horus Heresy. And so, to begin with, first of all, we have the Blood of Fire rule. When rolling to wound against a model with this special rule, for any attack inflicted by a flame, melter, plasma, or Volkite weapon, or effect that would be classed as one of these, so that would mean any psychic power that counts as flame or something like that, reduce the result of that to wound roll by -1. Note this does not affect the strength of the attack though, only the result of the wound roll. So for things like instant death and stuff like that, you know, if you're toughness 4 at strength 8, it still would cause instant death even if they are needing to wound on a 3 rather than a 2. So just something to bear in mind. Now, in addition to this, all models with a special rule that have more than one wound or hull point gain the It Will Not Die at 6+ special rule, which is pretty cool. So, really nice ability to sort of give you some extra sort of power, which is really nice, and just some extra sort of staying power on this as well. Today's video is brought to you by Gap Games, a fantastic retailer in Australia for a variety of different miniature war games. If you'd like to help support the channel, we have an affiliate link where by clicking on and purchasing, you'll help support the channel, but you'll also help support Gap Games, which is a fantastic servant to the community. And so here we have where to get started with for the Salamanders. First of all, we're going to look at the Cataphracti Centurion. This is a really cool model that's going to provide us with a bit of anti-tank. You can see the Chain Fist and the Combi Bolter, but you also can have some cool bits here and there to convert up the model to have a wide variety of different weapon options. Now, this is a plastic kit, so really easy to convert, and in the kit this comes with, you actually also get a Chaplain Console as well, though we're not talking about him in this video. He is a nice character to provide some buffs, especially melee focused ones to your units. Now, on that, you have the Fire Drake Terminator Squad. They're a Cataphracti armoured Terminator Squad, so really nice to go along with this particular Centurion, who can be used as a Praetor as well, which works nicely with their favoured Vulcan rule, which allows them to become a retinue for them. Now, we've got power weapons and combi bolters as standard on them. They have options to upgrade that power weapon into a Thunderhammer, Power Fist, or Chain Fist. And you can also upgrade your combi weapon to Flamers or Melters. You can choose to swap out all your shooting weapons on these units as well for the Dragon Scale Storm Shields, which are Storm Shields that either give you a 5-up invuln or increase your invuln by 1 step if you've already got an invuln. So some really cool abilities there. And then you've got a Dragon's Breath Heavy Flame you can take for the unit. These are going to have the Dragon's Breath, where their Wall of Flame rule when shooting will have D6 shots rather than D3, so really nice for your Overwatchers. Now, you've also got some other fun special rules. You've got the Forge Crafted Nocturne rule, where you can reroll all failed to hit rolls of 1, made for melee weapons with this unit as well. Stubborn in there as well, and It Will Not Die at 5+ as a base. Now, looking at where to go next, tactical squads are going to be the mainstay of pretty much all the legions in the Horus Heresy. They're really solid though. Bolters can be really nicely used. You can put a variety of different weaponry onto your sergeants, including some things like Power Fists, Melter Bombs. You can also have some shooting options on there as well, which is really nice because you can take Dragon's Breath pistols on your sergeants, which is really cool. So giving you a little bit of extra flame and even some more protection when you're getting charged. Now, moving on to another Salamander's particular squad, though, we've got the Pyroclast squad. Now, the Pyroclast squad is going to be equipped with Pyroclast flame projectors. These have 2 weapon profiles, where they can either be the Disperse formation for the Dragon's Breath and Assault 1, Strength 6, AP 4, or they can go for a Focused, which is an Armor Blade Melter weapon at Strength 8, AP 1. Now, they've also got a Mantle of Ash special rule, which models with this special rule will have an invulnerable save of 5+ against all Flame, Plasma, Melter, and Volkite weapons. This will stack with all the other rules we get for Salamanders, so they'll be -1 to wound and get this bonus as well. They've got It Will Not Die at 5+ as base, and you've also got Melter Bombs on them as standard, which is a really nice solid little additional bit there, really able to sort of go into some units and just destroy them easily with those Melter Bombs on every model. Now, rhinos are a transport option for both of the two units we've talked about. I think they're a really nice option, going to provide some nice movement ability, and I think they work really nicely with the Pyrocast squad, who can then start to move up the battlefield and get those flamers or melters, whichever weapon they choose, where they want them. Now, the other option we have here is the Land Raider Proteus. This is a transport option for the army. This is going to allow you to sort of move around your troops, and especially your heavily armored troops, as your Terminators can take this as a dedicated transport. It's actually got quite a decent array of weaponry, which is really fun. So going to be able to provide, some las cannon firepower, which is really nice for your army, and, just have a nice solid armored protection and speed boost for your slow Terminator units. And so here we have our sample army for the Salamanders Legion. Now we've gone the Centurion, who's going to be the Cataphracti armored one. Now we've gone for a command option here with him for his Warlord trait, which is going to be a Warlord trait called the Weight of Duty. What this does is, first of all, in Warlord trait with this, all models in any unit joined by this character gain a +1 bonus to their strength characteristic when locked in combat with an enemy unit that includes one or more models of variant with the Fear special rule. But furthermore, the Warlord and any models in this unit that they've joined will gain the Hatred Traitors special rule. And on top of that as well, in addition, an army whose Warlord has this trait may make an additional reaction during the opposing player's assault phase. So some really nice options on what you can sort of do there. The extra reaction is always nice. Now, as you can see, we've got the Magna Combi weapon, Melty Gun, and we've also got a Chain Fist on them as their loadout, as the model comes with. Elites wise, we then move into a Fire Drake Terminator squad where we've just gone Thunder Hammers and Storm Shields. You could go a Dragon's Breath Heavy Flamer in here if you want, but I just like them all having Thunder Hammers and all having the Dragon Scale Shields for a nice, really solid unit on the table. A 10 model Pyroclast unit is going to be next. No extra upgrades on them other than taking a Rhino transport, which has a Dozer Blade, the most important upgrade you can take on your Rhino transports. And then for some backfield objective holders, or even with the ability to move up to midfield, we then have 2 tactical squads as standard for the army to round us out at a perfect 1,000 points. Now, if you've got some ideas on how you'd build up your own Salamanders force for the Horus Heresy, let us know your thoughts about the force down in the comments below. And that's the end of the video. We hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and also drop a comment down below letting us know what you thought about the video. If you'd like to come chat more with me and other members of our fine little community here at Sinful Gaming, we have a Discord server linked down in the video's description. Also linked down in the video's description are the best ways to help support the channel. You can use one of our affiliate links to Gap Games or Element Games if you're in Australia or the United Kingdom, or you can subscribe to our YouTube members or Patreon, or grab some merch from our merch stores on Teespring or Ko-fi. All the best ways to help support the channel. As a special thanks to all our Patreon and YouTube members, we'd like to give them all a shout out. So thank you to our Patrons: Broken Chef, Andy C, Grimskull, Colorblind Magic, Benjamin Swallows, James Cater, Mark Harvey, Domir, Average Wargamer, JJ Austrian, Cure Dynamic, Andrew Bowen, Outer and Shot First, Kenny Lowell and Soren. And to our YouTube members: Green Roots Gaming, Ronya, Lock Lorick, The Johnny84, Broken Chef, Ariana Edwards, Monty's Tabletop Terrain, James Tillman, Disco, John Castle, and Gargamel196. Thank you all once again for watching. Like, subscribe, comment down below. Stay safe, everyone. Stay well. And most of all, keep fighting that war against the Grey. Ciao for now.